Hey there, I'm Brandon. This is Dirt Church Devotional. We're coming to you today from Wright Meadow Trail up in the Gifford, sitting down on the river, bikes, having a good time. Got me to thinking about a story that's in all four Gospels. Jesus feeds the 5,000. Now, after he feeds the 5,000, he sends the disciples away, tells them to get in the boat and head out across the lake, and he goes up and prays. And about the fourth watch of the night, Jesus sees that the disciples are in their boat and they're struggling, they're having a hard time. So he decides to head on out there. And he's walking on the water. Now, probably everybody has heard this story. It's a pretty famous story. Jesus walking on the water. Do you know, in Mark's account, it says Jesus was going to just walk on by. But in Matthew's account, we get something different. I mean, same story. Jesus is out there walking on the water. All the disciples are freaked out, thinking they're seeing a ghost. Jesus says, "Hey, calm down. It's just me. Don't worry. Don't be afraid." And Peter steps up and says, "Lord, if that's you, call me out there so I can walk on the water and be out there with you." Where's that coming from? Anyway, I think it's coming from he sees Jesus and he wants to be with Jesus and he wants to be doing what Jesus is doing. Besides that, who wouldn't want to walk on water? That looks kind of cool. Looks like a lot of fun. And so he's like, "Hey, call me out there, Jesus." And Jesus calls his bluff. He says, "Come on down, Peter." Peter climbs over the side and he walks out to Jesus. Now, I know a lot of people will say, "Yeah, well, he took his eyes off Jesus and he started sinking in the water and whatnot." Okay, yeah, that happened. And he cried out to Jesus, and Jesus grabbed him right away and brought him up out of the water. But I want to go back just a minute. Peter got to do something super cool. Nobody else besides Jesus had ever done it or has ever done it. And this is my point. So many people get this idea that if I become a Christian, if I start going to church, if I surrender my life to Jesus, I'm going to have to live this boring life. I'm going to have to just sit in Bible studies every night. I can't do anything fun and long prayer meetings and listen to boring preachers preach, and that's going to be the Christian life. And who wants that? Nobody wants that. Again, look what Peter got to do. He got to walk on water. You realize there is no spiritually redeeming value in walking on water other than, the little stories that preachers can come up with about faith. He got to do something absolutely fun, mind-blowing. Why? Because he asked. He asked Jesus, "Let me come out there." Maybe Christians aren't having fun because they're not asking Jesus to let them do something fun. It was Jesus that said, "Ask and you will receive, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be open to you." He didn't just mean ask about spiritual things. My goodness, ask about fun things. Ask me where I am. I'm out in the woods riding a dirt bike, kind of having an awful lot of fun. All right? But just chew on that. I'll talk to you next time, but don't hesitate to ask. Jesus will let you have fun.